Alright guys, so check this thing out. I just bought this. This is a go-kart that I bought. This is I think it's 2011 electric Razor go-kart. Obviously, it doesn't have an electric motor. Obviously, it doesn't run. This thing is actually pretty cool. It's actually relatively small. Here's my foot compared to it, and the frame is still fairly good, so I can just stand on this thing. So yeah, I just bought this for $30. Now, there is some problems with this thing. Obviously, number one is the fact that it's got like a lot of mess. There's like something right there. I don't even know what that is. Obviously, it's got a ton of like leaves on it and stuff. It was out in like someone's yard for a long time. You can see how rusty that is. I mean, look how rusty that is. The rust is going through the metal. So most of the bearing bolts on this bearing are missing. It's actually still got a sprocket. It's not 35. I don't even know what size it is. It's a chain tensioner. I don't even know if it works anymore, but well, I think it kind of does, but whatever. It's obviously, you can see this is a Razor low ground drifter. Now, these are plastic wheels, which is replaceable. I have mixed feelings about that. I might buy some of those front wheels and put it on the back. I mean, I've already tried taking the wheels off, but they are on there really, really good. This is the controller. The controller is actually still on it. This was like, I think it was like a 24 volt go-kart. And I've already tried taking this thing off, and I might get a Predator, not the 212cc, I might get the 80cc Predator, because this frame is just so small. Steering wheel's missing. Steering kind of works. There's 2 locks on it, which I don't have the keys for, so I think I'll just have to cut this front bumper off, which kind of sucks because I actually like the look of it. I'll probably cut off the back one too because of that, like, you know, there's a little piece right there that's been cut off as well. I didn't do that, by the way. Steering wheel is missing. The steering kind of works. Like one side, it's working on one side, but the other side it's missing the bolt. So yeah, it's got a lot of crap on it. So I'm just kind of gonna fix what people have screwed up in the past. Luckily, these are not air tires. They're solid rubber and solid plastic. So I'm gonna, I think the paint's actually good. So I'm gonna start by cleaning it up. It's got a ton of leaves on it. So yeah, just gonna try to really clean it up, make it look nice. Alright, so I've done some basic cleaning. I've revealed a lot of rusty spots. Like, look at this. This is where the seat was. Well, when I bought it, there was no seat, but it's just bolted in. I think it was bolted in with these 3 bolts. Now, this is a pretty messed up kart. It still has the wire hooked up right here. I'll have to remove that. And for a method, now I'm gonna attack this control right here. It's got 2 little spring things right there. I'm just gonna cut those with bolt cutters, and I'm going to try to find a bolt that matches this right here, and go from there. I just took the old controller thing. I just took the old electric motor controller thing off to reveal this mess. It is so gross. For the record, I'm still doing the 80cc go-kart build. I just decided to do this build first. Alright, so I looked around my shop, but I couldn't really find any bolts that would really fit that little hole. But I decided to just use a screw, and I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna kind of, I'll probably add like some small piece of wood or something on the bottom to hold it directly onto the wheel. I'm gonna have a washer between this old rusty tie rod and this old rusty spindle. And either I'm gonna add a piece of wood, or I'm gonna use this and bend it, and then just bend the screw. But that would probably be quite a job. So yeah, it's actually starting to look a lot nicer than when I first bought it. Alright, so I've essentially got that little piece of wood on here, and I'm really surprised it didn't split. I kind of sanded like this. I cut the sharp end of the screwdriver off because it was too long, and I kind of sanded it a little bit with this right here. I think I could sand it a little bit more, but yeah, now what I'm gonna do is what I'm gonna do next is probably figure out this thing right here. This used to have a drum brake. Unfortunately, when I first ride this thing, it's not really gonna have brakes. The only way I can add brakes is take it off the wheel and like putting it here, because these drum brakes, I mean, the drum is right here, but the little like the band that goes around the drum is missing. I'm probably gonna cut this off. It's kind of stuck, and then I'm gonna just go from there. Alright, so I couldn't get that little drum like cover thing off, so now what I'm gonna do is target this and the front, unfortunately, because these are U-locks. You can't cut those with bolt cutters, so the only way for me to get them off is to cut this front off. And I went to cut the back, but it turns out this and this are so weak, so I'm just gonna hammer it off. So close. Got it. I'm gonna keep this pipe because anything has some use. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to target this front one, unfortunately, but well. Yeah, I guess I have to deal with these front ones, and for that, I'm going to start with the hammer. Yeah, those are on there. Alright, so I cut the front piece off, I cut the back piece off, and it actually doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to be. In the back, I put a little black spray paint in these holes because I don't have this paint color. I have blue, but it's like a light blue. So I decided to start working on the brake and gas pedals. These are the hinges. They're not the same size, but this one is going to be for the brake pedal. This one's going to be for the gas pedal. It's going to be kind of like right there. Now, for mounting, I think I'll just drill a hole and put a bolt. Same thing for over there. I think I actually might use that hole right there. That probably won't fit, but I'll just do what I can. And for the pedals, I've got them both right here. I spray painted one of them green, spray painted one of them red, just so that like it looks a little bit less like wood. Obviously, I know which one is gas and which one's brake, but you know. And I gotta get rid of this thing. I'm not sure if this thing is even usable because it's been sitting for so long. I'll just put it back here. So yeah, we're making some progress. Steering. I wasn't sure what I was going to use for the steering wheel. I don't have any steering wheels, and I don't have the steering wheel that came with this thing because it was only $30. Well, actually, maybe I do. Maybe I do have some kind of a steering wheel type thing in my workshop, but I'll search for it, and I'll be back when those things dry. Alright guys, so check this out. I was digging through my workshop. When I bought this, it came with the steering wheel. Though obviously it wasn't mounted, but as you can... I didn't screw it on, but it's kind of it's on there. And it works. Hopefully that piece of wood right there is gonna hold up, but it's got some play in it. I mean, I couldn't make my own steering wheel because I don't have any welders or anything like that. So yeah, it came with this steering wheel, and I just took it off. And I found the steering wheel. So let's see if I can. And this is actually the original clutch. I think it'll be cool to use it for the other motor, but it's electric. So yeah. That's not gonna work. This little clutch, it's just a thumb throttle. So yeah, I actually found the steering wheel, and we'll just have to see you guys again later. Alright, this is what I've got for the gas pedal. I'm gonna forget about brakes for now. I don't have an engine. I don't have anything so we're just gonna forget about brakes, but you just kind of have this free-moving go-kart, and obviously the hinge is not attached to the frame. I would just bolt it on, but I will worry about that later. Here's the return spring. It would be nice if this thing was secured for this video, but this is all I can really do. Alright, so now I've got the gas pedal installed. Just bolted in with a couple of bolts, and just got a good return just because of the spring. And then we've got a seat. Well, it's not fully finished. Engine's gonna go right around this area, and there's gonna be a little jack shaft because I actually haven't seen a clutch with that, because that's a really small chain. It's gonna have like a jack shaft where the clutch is gonna go to like a jack shaft with a 30, obviously the clutch is gonna be for a 35 chain that's gonna attach to like some kind of jack shaft, and then that jack shaft's gonna have a sprocket that's the same chain size as this one, and then go down to there. I haven't cleared any of the dust off of it yet. So I've got a little seat, and it's got like some higher thingies. I got some bolts, 2 bolts. I was thinking about putting screws in, but I don't have any screws that are short enough so that they don't interfere with the metal. So I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. Yeah, this thing's actually starting to come together. I got a new seat installed. I actually found this black thing. It's a lot smoother and it looks so much better with this blue. And I actually found a cable, like an old bicycle brake cable. Runs all the way up to the gas pedal. So that's working now. No engine. Yeah, still no engine. But it's not going to be happening for a while, so it's not the engine isn't really going to be be on this thing anytime soon, so you'll just have to wait for the next update video for that.